Is managing diabetes. And we're fortunate to have again with us during the second segment to talk about some of the issues associated with diabetes, Ms. Consuela Green. And Ms. Green is a health worker at at Matthew Walker Comprehensive Health Center. And of course, Ms. Green, we might have confused Meharry and Matthew Walker, but I think it's primarily because so many people understand who Matthew Walker was and his connection with Meharry Medical College.
Definitely, and we've been around over 30 years. We serve not only the underserved, but we also serve the uninsured populations as well as those who are able to pay for their services. So yeah, we've been around, offer medical and dental services for years.
Very good. And so it's a very, very significant institution within the African American community in Nashville, even though you've only recently moved into that very spacious.
You know, I have to plug that in.
Yeah, do that.
We did. We just moved into our new facility. It's a state-of-the-art facility. It's at 1035 14th Avenue North. It's on a corner of Jefferson Street, 14th Avenue North. So definitely, if you don't have a home, a medical home, a dental medical home, you can contact us at 327-9400, and we will be more than happy to serve you.
You know, Ms. Green, when we talk about managing diabetes, and let's sort of move it back into that direction, let's talk about the disease itself. Why don't you give our audience as much information as you care to give in terms of just diabetes?
Okay. Well, one of the things that I mentioned before we went on the break was that diabetes is a disease that affects the entire body. It affects not only the pancreas, because that's where the inability to produce insulin comes in at, but also when you have high levels of blood sugar within your body, then it starts to affect other organs, such as your kidneys, your eyes, your circulation. And so you have a lot of limbs being amputated. You have a lot of an increased number of people going blind because of diabetes. Kidney dialysis. You have a lot of people who are on kidney dialysis. And the interesting thing about this disease is it doesn't just happen. It's not contracted overnight like HIV and AIDS. But this is something that has been going on for years within your body. It may have been lying dormant. You may have been experiencing symptoms, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. But that could have been going on for years, and you not even know that you had this disease. And what happens is when we do go to the doctor, when we do go to the physician, it's when we have the complication. And so now you're experiencing a blurred vision, and now you're experiencing kidney failure, renal failure, or now you have a black toe, and now they're going to have to amputate it. And so we want to be a generation that just not responds or reacts to the complication, but we respond when our body tells us, because we know our bodies, and we know when our bodies are telling us that something is going on. And so immediately when we find that out, we want to make sure we do something about it. Now, as far as some of the symptoms, you know, let me back up. There are like two types, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes is mostly those individuals who do not make any insulin in their body. And so these individuals, their treatment will be, their doctor will give them insulin to help them. You find this normally within children. We call it juvenile diabetes. And then there's type 2 diabetes, which is the most common form. It's found mostly in African Americans and minority groups. Type 2 diabetes is an adult onset diabetes, and so you experience this. You make either no or little insulin within your body. With type 2, you can